everyone, Flaming Footy here, and welcome back to a YouTube video on the channel. And today, guys, here we are to do another AFL Evolution 2 video. And in today's video, I am going to be playing, well, not playing in the AFL Grand Final. I'm going to change it when I get in, but we're going to be watching 2022 AFL Grand Final in AFL Evolution 2. Yes, that's what we are doing. Should be some fun. Let's see what AFL Evolution 2 predicts. And of course, I will probably end up having a different prediction to what the game predicts, but it's just a little bit of fun, something a little bit different, and a little bit of extra content to do. So I was just like, why not hop on a bit of Evo and go ahead and play. So of course, I've done the teams the same as the preliminary final teams, not accounting for injuries, because I'm not sure how players are going to get up just in time for the grand final. So I've just gone preliminary final teams in this game. And it's going to be at the MCG, 2:30 start time, Victorian time, so that's the time that I've worked out starting at. So of course that's time. MCG, set it to grand final mode as well. So everything is all as it will be in real life, so then we can get the perfect simulation. Here we go. So of course you can see Geelong and Sydney playing off in the grand final. It looks really nice. I'm just going to skip that. There's the anthem and all that. But before we just go ahead and start, because obviously we don't want to be playing in the grand final, we're going to go ahead and do that. And here we go. So 2022 AFL Grand Final and AFL Evolution 2 between the Cats and the Swans. Here we go. And straight away Stanley now going to get out of the middle for the Cats. They're going to get the opening clearance, gave it straight to Hickey. Now the Swans can work their way through, but the Cats going to get it back. Dangerfield, and that's going to be throwing the ball early. So the Swans, they're going to get the opening clearance. They're going to go wide and straight to Gary Rowan. So he can look at the first inside 50 of the game for the Cats. Going to go wide to Cameron. Fair way out from the Cats goal. Going to go inside 50. Nice little neat ball. Stengel's going to get it. Can he evade? Almost holding the ball there now. Hickey going to go long. Buse stands underneath that one. And now the Cats going to get it out. Stanley. Buse in there. Now the Swans, nice little fend off there. Down looking for Bud, but De Koning, very different rating in the game. And De Koning just says goodbye. Bud uses some really nice body work to send it wide to Tui. De Koning's going to get it back for his second touch of the game in no time. The Cats now, they're going to work. They're going to extend the ground out, but Stevens takes a really nice mark. Is he going to reload the attack for the Swans? No, he's not. Guthrie takes a nice mark. So now Guthrie's going to look into the centre. Dangerfield. There he is. He's going to go short. And Campbell. It's just been a back and forth game so far. No team intending to score. Wide to Lloyd, who's going to play on nice and quickly. Underneath this ball is Hayward. Going to go inside 50 by looks things. One-on-ones everywhere. Papley got it. First scoring shot of the game coming up for Sydney. So Tom Papley, plenty of angle about the kick, and he's going to have to take it from about 49, 48 metres out, right on that Telstra logo. And he's had a shot, and he's hit the post. So the first score of the afternoon is going Sydney's way. The Cats are going to be able to bring the ball back in, and that is poor kick. The Swans, they can feed on that. Tui now going to be able to run away, go short to Duncan, and the corridor is open, but there's a heap of one-on-ones and packs. And now they've made a turnover. Blakey, we know he can kick from there. Goulden, and it's going to be a touch behind. If he could have got his boot to that before it had gone over, that would have been the Swans first, but it's going to be behind. Buse brings the ball in. That is a horrible kick to Sam Reid. Not sure if he's going to get up in time for the grand final, but Sam Reid, here he is. 35, 40 metre kick. Slide angle. Swans have the first of the granny. They're on the board first. 0 plays 8. Swans in front. Got the first. Back underway in the middle now. Franklin's going to go and do some ruck duty. Selwood gets a quick little clearance out of the middle. Sends it to 50 metres. Almost the mark. Stanley. Stengel, pick up of the year, close. Can he get around? He can't. And now McInerney can own that wing. He can have a bounce. Got Franklin on. Instead, though, he's got Clark further. This should work for the Swans. Clark, but it's a 2-on-1 here. So Papley can get this ball back, and he can get the Swans second. And no, he's hit the post. 0-9. The Swans have had a really inaccurate afternoon so far. 1-3, but the Cats haven't even scored, and they've barely been inside 50. It's just been all the Swans. Is this another chance? Goulden, can he get it away quickly to Papley? He can't. It's going to be a high tackle. And now Buse got the footy for the Cats in their back half. A place they've struggled to get out of. Henry, that is a risky handball. Put Tui under so much pressure, but it's worked now. They can use the corridor here too. Cameron, a little bit of a backwards handball there. And now McDonald, they work through the centre. This is dangerous. Golden almost got it. De Koning picks it up, and it's going to be a ball up. So now Cameron and Franklin go head to head. Two forwards. Golden just missed it. De Koning picks it up. Now though, it's intercepted here by Mills, and he can snap the Swans second. 0-15. The Swans have played so well in these opening 12 minutes. They've got 2 goals to 0. Back underway in the middle. Franklin, does he clear it out the middle? Almost penalised for holding the ball, but the Swans are still going to get it out there. 2-on-1 here. If the Swans can get there in time. Henry couldn't take the mark, and now Stewart, he can save the day for the Cats. Poor little kick, probably went 15. And now Clark, and the Swans are going to be lining up for their 3rd goal here. So Clark, 45-metre kick. Slight angle, no problems. The Swans have got the first 3 goals, and they're just making the Cats think now. First 3-0 already for the Swans. And now Florin out the middle again, except this time he's in a bit of trouble. Holding the ball. Dangerfield, they need some X factor here, the Cats. And Campbell's going to take that one cleanly now. Going to go down the line. Stewart sat underneath it. Dangerfield, so explosive, but he hasn't found a lot of the footy today, Dangerfield, as of yet. But he wins the hit out. Selwood, this is dangerous. Stanley, and you know Tomahawk was going to take that for the Cats first. Tom Hawkins should nail this one. Can't see why he wouldn't. Directly in front. 9 metres out. Slots it through. That is the one the Cats needed desperately. And they open their account for the Granny in 2022. Back underway in the middle. Jeremy Cameron been doing a lot of the ruck, and now things are just starting to turn the Cats' way. Holmes goes wide. They've been winning a few clearances now. Tui going to run on the wing. Sends it long. Stengel had the best position, and he's still going to be able to get out. If he just had a dash a little bit faster, he would have broken away and had a pretty simple shot on goal. Selwood now wraps up Mills. Cameron now, except it's going to be Buddy's ball here to be won. Rowan Myers sit underneath of it. And Grind Myers takes a good mark. Should move it on quickly. Does. He had options everywhere and throws out Isaac Smith. So this would be for the Cats' second, and what a big second goal it would be if he can slot it, which he can. The Cats have their second, and they've just regained a bit of momentum, kicking the last 2 goals to come right back and just hang around. Holmes now wrapped up. Still inside the centre square. Stanley. And now though the Cats, they can emerge again here from the stoppage clearance. It's going to go back. That is a very risky handball. And Brad Close will get it through for behind to cut the margin down to 8 points. The smallest it's been since the Swans got to 21. They were the first team to do so. And now McCartan going to go wide. Risky kick. Mills battling out number 14 with Selwood as well. And another risky kick, but they've been prepared to take him here, the Swans. Lloyd, they're going to go up the corridor. That is a poor kick though. Kolajasny couldn't take the mark. And it's going to be rough conduct. So Henry's going to get the free kick here. Stengel almost, but McDonald has managed just to drift back a little bit and take a good mark. And now Duncan almost got it, but it's going to be wrapped up pretty much in the middle of the ground. Hickey's wrapped up. Stanley v Hickey go at it. Really nice by De Koning there. Selwood lost the footy, and now the Swans, they can emerge again here through Papley. 50 metres out, might be a little bit unsure on the distance, and he's going to go short to Hickey. Does he have the distance, Tom Hickey? Tom Hickey's going to have to kick it from 50 metres. Doesn't have to carry, and De Koning, really nicely done. He's taken a couple of big marks so far today. He's going to go wide now to Buse. Buse is going to go inboard in the corridor. Dangerfield takes a really, really, really nice mark. Paddy Dangerfield going to go wide. Holmes almost got it, but Stevens just used his body really nicely on the wing. Now going to go to 50, or just before 50, and Reid missed the footy. Kolajasny now. Here comes Tomahawk. Couldn't quite get the footy. Now Myers making a bit of contact, and that is straight to Guthrie just missed it though. And now 2-on-1 here in favour of the Cats. Should be a simple mark, and Duncan takes it. He's got Hawkins ahead if he wants to use him alone. Decides to go for an option a bit further, which is close. Still got Hawkins running alone. Decided not to go there. Decided to go for Selwood, who punched that down brilliantly to Rowan. The snap around his shoulder is brilliant. And the smallest margin of the game now, 2 points. The Cats are coming. They've kicked the last 3 goals, had the last 4 scores, and they've evened up the game as it's quarter time here. They've done a really good job, and they're only down by 2 points. The Swans owned that first quarter, but the Swans owned the first half of that quarter essentially, and the Cats really, in the last 10 minutes, really just came back to kick the last 3 goals of the game, bring themselves right back into things. 3-1-19 plays 3-3-21. Jed Buse, 5 disposals, 4 for Zach Tui and Sam De Koning, 4 disposals for Braden Campbell and Tom Papley, 3 for Nick Blakey. Goal scorers, Smith, Hawkins, Rowan, Mills, Reid, Clark, all have 1 goal, as the teams have combined for 6 goals in this first quarter. But yeah, the Cats, they've really started to even up around the footy and everything, even inside 50s after the Swans were dominating that. So really good bounce back by the Cats. 2-point margin. Here we go to begin the second quarter. Here we go underway. The Swans will emerge with the quick clearance. And well, now though, there's a good chance to score here. Still a chance, and that's going to be Clark wrapped up, who's played a pretty important role so far today for the Swans. Now though, Buddy wins the hit out, but it's just going to be going all the Cats' way, except 2-on-1 here, so Reece Stanley, good luck getting that. Except his work to go and link up with the train was brilliant. And now Gary Romney's got Dangerfield all on his own. He has to point him out, and he does. And Dangerfield plays on and kicks the first of the quarter, and the Cats have hit the front. 3 goals make that 4 in a row now for the Cats, and they are in front by 4 points. So back underway in the middle now, Henry. And the Cats have been winning everything out of the middle so far. The Swans will just clear the ball away. They're in need of something here, and Papley's just going to get underneath it just in time to take a diving mark. Buse didn't even get to go with him, but that is a poor kick. And Colin Jasny straight away will take a pretty simple mark and look to move it on quick for Myers on the wing. Sorry, for Holmes on the wing, but Stevens really nicely done. That matchup's been a pretty good one. Stevens winning that one so far though. And now Stanley. Now Buse is wrapped up. Stanley v Franklin go at it. Hickey was down there, but it's going to spill out for Holmes, who's going to go into the centre of the ground. Could have gone either way, but now Rampy. This is going to really open up the ground for the Swans, and Heaney takes a really nice mark using his body. It's going to be a 55-metre kick though. He's got options again everywhere if he wants to use them. But no, he's going to take the 55-metre kick himself, which that could go all the way, but Dangerfield's going to get back. Really nicely done though by Mills to put in the spoil to keep that ball alive for his team. So now Franklin taps the ball to grass. Cam Guthrie though will just be able to clear the ball away. Hawkins sits underneath it. Don't know why he's so far up the ground. Should be a little bit further down, but anyway, now Smith. Now though they can look inside 50, and Rowan was all by himself. He had another one-on-one next to him, but he had all the room in the world. And now this is what's gifted him, a 50-metre shot directly in front. Squeezes it home, and the Cats are up by 10. They've kicked the last 5, and Rowan has 2. What a brilliant turnaround so far by the Cats. Back underway in the middle now. Swans are going to get another clearance, but it's just all been the Cats. Buse, they've been able to do it really well from the half back line to here. Myers is all free. He ran himself into a bit of trouble though. And now the Swans, this is a perfect chance, perfect opportunity. Franklin, he's got Papley all alone if he wants to go there. He really should have looked at doing that. Instead he's going to go back now to Parker. Bit of poor thinking there by Sydney, because now they've got to bomb it in and hope. And now it's going to be a high tackle and they could get gifted a goal here. This simply must go through for the Swans. 50-metre kick. They need this to hit the front again. Tui though, because they've been disappointing in this last, you could say probably 20 minutes of game time, because yeah, they've really, even though they're only down by 10 points, but they've made plenty of mistakes, and the Cats have just been dominant. Even though they're only down by 10, but they feel like they're down by a lot more than that. Now Buddy, it's going to be pushing the back, so this is going to be a gifted goal, you'd be thinking. Buddy Franklin, He'll have the distance for sure. Does he have the accuracy? Oh, the Swans needed that one desperately. Back to a 4-point game and back to a bit of hope after the Cats kicked the last 5. They desperately needed that. Florent now in the middle. Kolajasny, who's going to get there first? No, the ball bounces. So now it's really just a bouncing ball, but Kolajasny's going to get it anyway. He's going to look into the middle of the ground. Had a little bit more time than that because now Parker takes the mark. Is that goal spark Sydney to really do something crazy now and take back the lead? Henry. Blitzarves now is wrapped up. Selwood almost got to the footy. Now he's going to get it, and he's going to get a clean kick away as well. Nice kick. Myers and closer out. The Cats, they've outnumbered this contest by so much. Dangerfield has to get rid of this ball. Now Myers has to get rid of it too. That should have been holding the ball. That 100% should have been holding the ball. Now Parker should have taken the relieving mark, except he's not going to. Ball's going to spill out now. Rampy needs to be careful. And now Goulden can get the ball away for the Swans, but there's still danger. Guthrie doesn't have the journey, so he's going to look for another option. Just a high ball. Swans have the outnumber here. Cameron could have almost taken the mark though. It is going to come back for Cameron, who's going to be wrapped up. And what an intense game of footy this one is so far. Cameron taps it down now that the Swans are out. They are 100% out here. If this ball gets past Stewart, which is going to be a high tackle anyway. So Heaney looks for an option. Really nicely done to find McCartan all on his own in the centre of the ground. He's going to go further to find Hickey, who's going to move the ball on really quickly. Underneath this is Rowbottom. Couldn't quite. Now Stevens going to go and do a bit of follow-up work. Campbell, horrible shank of a kick. Out on the full. The one thing he couldn't do is give the ball back to the Cats, who've had a very dominant day so far. Now going to go wide to Dangerfield. Paddy Dangerfield. Found Isaac Smith. Now Isaac Smith's going to go wide, and this ball will end up trickling out of bounds. Soon as Blitzards got there, couldn't do anything to keep it in. Just went straight out of bounds. Now Cameron v Franklin going to go at it. Franklin takes it out of the ruck and he's going to get a high tackle. This is massive. The Swans can go back in front here, Buddy Franklin. 45-metre kick, angle about it, but that's okay. That's gotten there, and the Swans are back in front. They've kicked the last 2 goals. That's Franklin's second, and that could be one of the biggest goals they've kicked this game. Back underway in the middle now, Parker. The Cats are going to send a high ball inside 50. Rowan! Is he going to take the shot? So Gary Rowan, 55-metre kick, bit of angle. It's not going to have the distance. De Koning, and now Atkins. Atkins has got the footy, marked it directly in front of goal. Like 12 metres out, slots it. Cats back in front. That is a massive goal. And the Cats go back in front to answer the Swans' past 2 goals. So back underway in the middle. Been such an even contest so far. Now though the Cats through Cameron, they're going to be able to go in. Stengel, does he have the distance? Probably not, so he's going to be looking for an option. Oh, lace out. Holmes or Selwood take a pick, and he got Holmes. Max Holmes, this would be massive. Half-time's not too far away. That's curving its way back through, and it is the Cats by 10 points. And this lead feels bigger than 10 points now. Back underway in the middle, Guthrie. They are dominating right now in the middle. Guthrie's going to get it back. Now Rampy, though, just needs to clean it up. Does a really good job as Zach Guthrie should take this mark. He couldn't quite, but he's got Tui there for some support. Inside 50 ball, Lloyd. Really nice. Kept close with the body and then did a really nice job with a good mark, but the kick was not great. McCartan was under a heap of pressure. Lucky to even get the handball away. And now McInerney running on the wing. Got an option down as in Reed, but couldn't find him. McInerney wants the ball and he's going to get it, and it's going to be a high tackle. The Swans are going to go fast though if they want to get a score here, or hold it up slow and try and survive without getting conceded. And it's going to be pushing it back by De Koning. So Heaney, this is their chance. Isaac Heaney, 55-metre kick, Bit of angle. It's going to go down to the line. Golden almost. And it's going to be a rush behind to make the margin 9 points. So now, going to come in the Cats to Koning. He's taking some really nice marks today. And now going to look down into the spine. Franklin, it's a turnover. Should go quick. That might have been half time. So half time's been called and Franklin's allowed to have a shot from there. That is absolutely insane. How could you nail a shot from there anyway? Like, that's just ridiculous. That's the centre circle. He was on par with the centre circle, and then when he took his kick, he was just outside that centre circle. That is, what, 80 metres? I don't think anyone can kick 80 metres. Now, a couple of key stats though, 14 to 19 inside 50s in favour of Sydney. So they did start to still maintain their lead in inside 50s. However, they're scoring 5-4 to 7-1. You can see the accuracy. They kicked 1-3, so they have been a little bit more accurate around the footy now though as well. Now, 9 disposals for Tui. He's really had a really big game and is looking for a Norm Smith medal next to his name. Jed Buse 6, Sam de Koning 5, Gary Rowan 2 goals, along with Buddy Franklin 2 goals. Luke Parker, Campbell and McCartan all have 5 disposals, and then Smith, Holmes, Mills, Reid are just some of the other goal scorers for both sides. It's been a really interesting contest so far. The Swans, they've won free kicks 4 to 7. The intensity is up though, and it is a massive second half here. Grand final day at the MCG. Who takes home the Premiership Cup? Is it the Swans or the Cats? A massive next half of footy that we're going to be looking forward to. Here we go. The Cats, they're going to get the opening clearance, or was it the Swans? I can't quite remember. But now, the Cats are going to go inside 50, so it must have been the Cats. And now inside 50, the Swans, though, they got numbers, good representation on ground level. But Holmes, Stevens run into Holmes, and he was the brick wall. Cameron now, really nice to Henry. Guthrie, so calm though. And now Stengel, got it. Can he slot one from here? Tyson Stengel, if he slots this, this is goal of the day. If he can get this, this is goal of the day. Tyson Stengel. Nah, missed. So disappointing there by Stengel, but he gave it a shot and he had the distance, which is something that he'd like about that shot. Parker. Risky looping handball, pushing it back by Stengel, but the Cats, their pressure is here though. They are bringing the pressure. That's a risky kick. That kick put McCartan in all sorts, except now that they're going to get out. But the next handball just putting Blakey under pressure. Blakey somehow managed to fend off like 5 tackles. Now down the line, Henry, Blitzarves has to watch out. And now they're all getting swarmed by Geelong players. They're all everywhere. Henry's moved to make a contest now. Henry's gone back in again. Kolajasny now the clearing ball out. And Dangerfield, does he get a little bit of time? No, he doesn't. Still pressure coming from everywhere. McInerney now. Where does he look to go? Just going to spiral it back in. And now Cam Guthrie, he was well done. Kolajasny has to get rid of that, and he does. Cam Guthrie now to 50. Cameron, does he take the shot from here? He's got Stengel out and open. Just goes a little bit more to a pack. And Stengel, really nice work. Moving to a dangerous zone. It's Tyson Stengel. Tiny angle here. And he's got it through. The ball just curved back nicely for Stengel. And it's a game high, well, second game high margin of 16. But the Cats' highest margin now is 16 points just now. Now though, Heaney wants to go and get a goal for Sydney. McInerney just sits underneath that all by himself. But Stewart somehow, he's moved up the ground. He wouldn't have the distance from here, but he's got options everywhere. Smith is all on his own. If he can point out Smith, that'd be amazing for the Cats. But Goulden, nicely done there. Good defence for Goulden. Heaney missed it. Stewart waited. In the end, it was a better choice for Stewart to wait anyway. Going to go back for Stanley, but that was a poor kick, Florent. Oh, that's a poor kick too, not 15. Florent's going to be penalised now as well, so that is big. Massive free kick here for the Cats, and now that the ball's just going to be hitting grass, Holmes, what's he got to do about it? Nothing, and he's going to be wrapped up here, right on the edge of the centre square, closer to Geelong's end so far. Warner is wrapped up. And now Stanley. Taps it back. Selwood now. This is a high dangerous ball inside 50. Hawkins stands underneath it. McInerney now. Got to get rid of this footy. And he does, and now Rampy's wrapped up in the end, and it's another ball up right on the Cats 50 here. Stanley, ball touches grass. Selwood just gets rid of it. Hickey now. If he can break these tackles, they're off. Poor handball though. Now though, the Cats, they can make them pay. Rampy steps through traffic, and now the Swans are officially out. If they get a mark here, this is dangerous here for the Cats, but really nice mark by Tui. He does it so often and so well when he does. Stevens though, that is a very poor turnover though by the Cats. Stevens, can he run on and kick a ripper? He can't, and really should have tried to have just squared that ball, because it's going to be impossible to get one from there, especially if you're Dylan Stevens. Now though, that's risky, but it's going to be a high tackle, so the Cats are going to get reward here. They're going to look to move it on. That's another risky kick, and Stanley dropped the mark under really no pressure. If this ball spills out, there's trouble, and it's going to be a high tackle. Good luck getting the goal from here though, but this will take something extremely special. From the pocket, and it's hit the post there by Ryan Clark. So the Swans just haven't made the most of their opportunities. 8-2 to 5-6, and that is a turnover, and Tom Papley slots it. That is massive there. You cannot bring the ball in and make a turnover like that. Look at this. You cannot do that. That's just, yeah, that's a free goal, and that's one that the Swans desperately needed, and they're right back into this one now after feeling a fair way out, but the Cats have just gifted them a goal. Dangerfield should have been holding the ball. Wasn't called. Now Franklin, and now the Swans can use the corridor again. High tackle. This is, oh, what a kick though. Stanley going to get the ball. It's a gifted kick there, straight to him. Now Stengel's wide, but Rampy, really nice mark, and the Swans, they can make the most of this and get going, and that's what they're going to do, but they're going to go back. Out of all weirdness, they're going to go back. Hawkins or Rowan, take your pick. Gary Rowan slots a massive goal for the Cats. They answer. Rowan's got 3 and is looking for the Norm Smith medal. Back underway in the middle, Duncan. Now to Cameron, and they're going to go wide again now. Here the Cats. Inside 50 ball. This ball's got to bounce the right way. Oh, what's the umpire going to say on that? Gary Rowan, it's going to be okay. Not out of bounds. Deliberate. Throw in. Warner being really quiet. Now Rampy. Not a great kick though, straight to Tui, who's had a heap of the footy today. Tui now, that's not his best though, and that's just going to trickle out of bounds. Swans desperately need the next couple really to feel right back into this one, because they're just feeling a fair way down so far. Now Duncan tried to lay the tackle on Warner, but it's going to go back to Rowbottom in their defensive 50. They need to get out of here somehow here, the Swans. They need to stop doing that, because that's what will turn the footy over. McCartan has just made a big mistake there. They need to start looking for options to get up the ground, not here. Florent. McDonald. Now can they attack the corridor? They can. If they can get this ball to ground, they're out here. That works. But Tui going to intercept. And now McCartan needs to be good, and he is, and he's got a couple of options. That probably wasn't one of them, but McDonald in the end takes the mark. Got a really wide option if he wants to open up the ground. That's risky though. And Campbell's going to be wrapped up, but the Swans, they've got to do something. And they've got to do something very soon too. Now though, that's nice up the corridor. Papley, they've got options screaming forward. If they can find one here, they're good. What was that for a handball? That's going to be holding the ball. Surely, and it's not. They're still going to have a chance. Massive. That is crazy by Stevens. And it is a massive goal. The Swans are only down by 8, and the Sparks come back. Out of the middle, the Swans are going to win the clearance. This is big. Stevens again played a brilliant game. Is he going to look inside 50? He is. This could be massive if this goes through. Golden high tackle directly in front. If he puts this through, Golden, this is massive to make it a 2-point game. The Cats have owned most of the day, but the Swans are coming back. Errol Golden puts it through. That's his first of the day, and they are right back in this. It's a 2-point difference here late in the third. Back underway in the middle now. Dangerfield. Does he go? He almost got the carry on that, but Logan McDonald and now the Swans just hold on to this 2-point deficit, because it's not bad. They're feeling in this, and they're feeling a bit of hope. Campbell. Gonna go back. That's risky. You cannot do that against the Cats. Jeremy Cameron. That is a massive tackle. Could be a game-changing tackle right here. And now Joel Selwood's wrapped up. Buddy Franklin now v Cameron. Cameron wins it down. Dangerfield, that's throwing the ball. The Swans should try and go. This is their probably last roll of dice. Henry though, massive mark. Plays it on quickly. Massive pack of players underneath this. Stengel, is he going to win it? No, he's not. And now the Swans, if they can get this ball, they can go. Massive what happens here. The clearance is probably who's going to get the last roll of dice this quarter. Guthrie almost, and it's 3/4 time, and it's the Cats by 2 points, and the Swans really came back, kicking the last 2 goals of the quarter to feel right back in this. Gary Rowan 3 goals, looking at Norm Smith. Tui 12 disposals, also looking at one. Dane Rampy 10 disposals is also another candidate. Gary Rowan 9 touches, 7 for Buse, 8 for Parker and Papley, and then other goal scorers, 1 for Smith, 1 for Holmes, 1 for Stevens, 1 for Mills, and also 2 goals for Buddy Franklin. Well, I didn't say so, but that is massive. That quarter was massive. The last couple of minutes in that quarter are massive, but the Cats, they've edged their way in front in the inside 50s. They did own that quarter for inside 50s, but the Swans lucky to come back late in that quarter to go ahead and make it only be a 2-point deficit. But the game is on here at the MCG for the final quarter. Here we go, and of course after this quarter, the winner of the 2022 AFL Premiership season will be announced, and the Cats straight away looking to go in with some really nice intent. And now Stanley. Oh, this could be problems for McCartan. Campbell now. He had some problems of his own, but they can work through this one well here, Sydney. Stevens had a big game. Holmes also had another really big day. And high tackle by Hickey, so it's going to be going the Cats' way here. And this is a big moment. And Gary Rowan takes the mark. He is built for big moments, this man, against his former side. And inside 50 though, Luke Parker takes a big mark. Gonna switch it. McInerney had to be really careful and was. Got McCartan on, he wants to switch, but that's too risky. That is very risky there. But they do make it work. But the thing is, you cannot keep yourself in defensive 50 like that, because you're gonna make a mistake. And they're very lucky that one didn't cost them, because if this margin gets you out to 8 or 14, it's gonna be tough. And now out of bounds by Jeremy Cameron. It's been a low-scoring game, so you'd be thinking the same for the final quarter. So if this margin gets too big, it will be tough to come back from. And now, though, the Cats try to have a look at 50. Holmes almost, but Campbell. Could this be their moment? This could be their moment if Reid can get this ball out. No, he couldn't, because the Swans are prepared. So now the Cats are going to have an outnumber. And Stengel takes a massive mark. This is critical as well. Tyson Stengel to make it an 8-point game. That's good. And the Cats are up by 8. They just feel like they've just got a little bit of a foot lodged in the door for the premiership. Well, except now that the Swans, they want to answer this goal quickly, and that's what they need to do. But sitting underneath it were the Cats. Now Cameron, he could kick it from here. He could kick a bomb from there. And now though, it's the Swans. They're going to go inside 50. They're going to have a crack. Kolajasny's now wrapped up. Franklin. Hickey. Misses. That could have been the massive goal there that the Swans needed, but no. Buse brings the ball in now. It's going to go wide. Stewart. And they take the mark, luckily enough, and now close. Going to go back. That is risky. That is very risky. You cannot make those mistakes. Papley, Clark, Franklin, Florent, Clark. Massive. That could be the biggest of them all for the Swans. It is a 1-point game, the closest it's been all afternoon. Back underway in the middle now. The Swans are going to go in again. And it's going to be pushing the back. Golden. This will put them in front. to put Sydney in front. Errol Golden, that looks good. That is massive, enormous. At the MCG, the Swans are in front by 5. Back underway in the middle now. Here go the Swans again through the middle. They're going to really make the Cats work. Golden again. Golden again. Errol Golden. This would put the Swans up by 11. And this would be massive. And he just hasn't got that. It's going to be a mark to De Koning. So not even going to be paid the behind here. And they're going to go wide now. That could be a big moment in this game, that one. Blitz halves. De Koning. So De Koning's got it here. This kick is a big one. And he's going to make the right choice of view. He's got to try and find a man uncontested. Now he's got to take that. Got to pull the lever up the centre. And now close is wrapped up. Hickey v Stanley. The Swans are going to emerge. The Swans are going to emerge. This is big. Bouncing ball by Clark, and it's going to bounce the wrong way. Oh, and that was by Warner. But that is a big point there. Because, you know, that could be extra time. Instead of losing by a point, could be extra time. So that point is big, and if they get another one, could be the match-winning point. So now the Swans are wrapped up again. Hayward this time wrapped up. Franklin v Stanley. They've gone at it many times this afternoon. Warner, lucky not to be called holding the ball. Now Blitzarves. And now it's down the Cats end through Hawkins. What's he going to look at now? That is a massive kick to Stengel. So this goal all of a sudden becomes the benchmark for the last 10 minutes. Tyson Stengel's got the carry. It just has. It's gone through by about, what, not even a metre. That's Stengel's third, and we are all tied up at the G. So back underway in the middle now. Who's going to win this clearance? It's going to be on the Cats' way. This is massive now. Campbell underneath it. He's going to go back to Blakey, and they're all right here. They're all right, the Swans. That is a risky kick. You cannot go biting that off in a grand final. Atkins, except now, high risk, high reward for the Swans. Buddy Franklin, lace out. It's still going to work though. No, it's not. Maybe. Should have been holding the ball there. Golden. Now it's spilled out for Clark. Massive goal at DG. Ryan Clark. Swans by 6. And Clark could have just helped them win a flag. Back underway in the middle now. What an intense last quarter it is going to be. And what intense game we've still got here. Close. Can put him back in front. Dangerfield's wrapped up, and it's so close to the Cats' goal. Franklin just missed it. You've got to be careful here. High risk, high reward again for the Swans. Stanley. Dangerfield. Hawkins. Goal. Back to even stages. 74-74. Hawkins has 2. And oh man, what a finish we've got coming up here at the G. Out the middle, it's been goal for goal. Stanley, lucky not to be paid holding the ball again. Rowbottom now wrapped up. Big clearance to be decided here. Hickey now. The ball's going to be wrapped up. Smith. And again, the clearance winner here is massive. Hickey just going to tap the ball to grass. Selwood gets a quick little soccer kick clear. This ball, this high long ball, wherever it goes, is big. The Swans, they're going to emerge with it now. This sends it back to the middle neutral territory. Clark. Big mark. He's got Golden all on his own ahead. Can they point him out? They can. He plays on. Errol Golden has missed. But that could be the match-winning point. Talk about the match-winning point. That could be it right there. And now, Zach Guthrie. The Cats need to go fast. That's a risky kick to De Koning, but they need to move this ball fast. Stewart, they're going to have to take a risk here maybe. They might just have to. Guthrie, they cannot do this. They're wasting time. This could cost them from winning a flag. If they make a turnover here, it's all over. De Koning is going to be able to pick it up. Can he run away from Henny? He can't. This next moment is critical. Stewart runs away. They're up. They're out of the centre. And the kick just misses Dangerfield by a fingernail. That's how much it missed him by. It was so close to him. Now though, this clearance here is big, and it's going to be a free kick going the Cats' way now. So they are going to get a chance. They're going to go into the corridor. High risk, high reward. Selwood. Where are they going to go here? That's a risky kick. But Holmes was up to the challenge. Stevens had a good afternoon, but that was not his best. Guthrie, massive mark. Where's he going to go? Going to go short. Campbell, turnover. If Clark gets this, it would be over. It's still not though. The ball's still bobbling about. Tui has to get rid of this, and he does, just in time as well. And now Stengel, and they're out on the wing here, the Cats. They're going to go inboard. Selwood. This is a big contest to be won here. McCartan beats Hawkins. Could that be the game-saving mark? Dangerfield just missed the mark. Dangerfield could go and get this. This could be the match-winning goal. Paddy Dangerfield right at the end of the game. The Cats are up by 5. And wow, this could work for the Cats. Minutes just left in this one. Florence, that's going to be a high tackle. He has to go quick. Cannot go short like that. Blakey got such a good kick on him. Going to send this ball in. Papley. And the siren sounds. It is a kick after the siren to win the grand final for your club. Tom Papley. There's nothing left except this moment to decide who wins the flag. It's not got the carry, and the Cats are home by 5 points in season 2022. Can you believe that? There are the Cats after winning the flag, and they have won. Unbelievable stuff at the G. The Cats is what Evo tips by 5, and I think that's a pretty solid tip. Insane game of footy though. That is insane. Insane game of footy. Papley after the siren to win. Doesn't have the distance by what? 5 metres, and then the Cats win. Insane at the granny. Couple of key stats here. 34-31 inside 50s in favour of Geelong. Sydney did start to even that up around in the last quarter. Hit-outs really even. Free kicks 9-14. The Cats did get way less than the Swans. Swans got way more tackles, 89-93, such a high pressure game. 62-46 marks, so the Cats did take way more marks than the Swans, however. But, let's see. Norm Smith medal in a minute. Zach Tui, 12 disposals, 12 for Campbell. 10 disposals for Dangerfield Rowan, 10 for Rampy, 9 for Parker. 3 goals for Stengel and Rowan, 2 for Dangerfield, 3 goals for Clark, 2 for Franklin and Golden. I'm going to put my tip as Dangerfield for the Evo will predict, let's see, Zach Tui. So Zach Tui walks away with a Norm Smith medal. Congratulations, Zach Tui. Gary Rowan walks away second. Tom Hickey third. No Dangerfield on there. I'm surprised with his 10 disposal, 2 goal effort. You can see there though, that was a cracker game. Like, that game had everything about it. Kick after the siren, and you feel like the Cats won it. You feel like the Swans have it because the Cats are going too slow, but then they get one within the last couple of minutes to make the Swans earn it. Papley has a shot after the siren, misses by about 5 metres, and is unbelievable. So that's going to wrap us up. Make sure to leave your tip for the grand final in the comment section down below. Don't worry, my tip for the grand final will be out soon. Not revealing anything though. Got some massive grand final videos coming out. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe as we are on the road to 500 on this channel. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Send you guys another video on the channel. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Bye everyone. Flaming Footy out.